According to JSO, the chase lasted about 30 miles with the suspect hitting speeds more than 90 miles an hour. I-Team reporter Ann Maxwell has been looking into JSO's pursuit policy and how it applies to this situation. Ann.
Kent, the policy here at JSO says officers must balance the risk of doing a car chase versus the risk of not stopping the suspect. In a case where officers believe somebody in the car has committed a felony like kidnapping and poses a threat, JSO policy says they can pursue that suspect. An SUV seen speeding past traffic on the shoulder of I-95 South last night. This video is captured by a News4Jax dash camera. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, the woman at the wheel of the SUV was wanted for kidnapping a 5-year-old girl and was armed with a knife. After about 15 seconds, police cars are seen chasing the suspect, lights flashing, about 6 of them captured in the video. Retired Nevada police officer Tim Dees, who now writes about policing online, says in this situation, a chase seems justified.
Difficult to imagine a call that would have a pursuit that would have more seriousness than that of a kidnapped child.
Pursuit policies vary by law enforcement agency. Dees says some agencies all but ban pursuits, while others allow them even for minor violations. JSO's policy notes vehicle pursuits pose risks to the community as well as those involved, and officers have a duty to take that into account when determining whether a pursuit is justified. The policy says officers may initiate a chase if there is reasonable suspicion a driver or passenger has committed a forcible felony, or if the car was driving extremely dangerously prior to being followed or stopped by an officer. The officer who initiates a chase must determine if the risk of the chase is lower than the risk of letting a suspect get away. And the officer should consider several factors, such as the threat the suspect poses, weather, traffic, speed, and safety. In this case, JSO reports dozens of officers chased the suspect and missing child for about 30 miles from the north side of I-95 near State Road 9B, with the fleeing driver hitting speeds of over 90 miles per hour. It appears there was a light rain at the time.
It's a difficult situation for everyone, but I think the best policy is to train officers well and hire good people that have good judgment.
The chase last night ended tragically with the suspect crashing into a retention pond, and the child officers were trying to save being found dead at the bottom of the pond. A spokesperson with JSO says this pursuit, like all pursuits they're involved in, will be administratively reviewed. Now, an FDLE report says there's not a lot of national data about police chases, but regional reports show that usually between 40 to 50% of police pursuits end in crashes, while about 1 to 2% of them end in deaths. Live downtown, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.
And do we know if this suspect in this case drove into the pond intentionally or if she maybe lost control?
Kent, the report says she was driving fast and failed to negotiate a turn onto the ramp, so it sounds like she just lost control.
Ann Maxwell reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Ann.